Hey guys, welcome to another video. I wanted to show you guys how I became with this into this. So stay tuned.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
So guys, it is time. Let's go ahead and take this off right here. Okay, now we actually got this off pretty much. Let's go ahead and see about getting more of a clearance a little bit. So let me go ahead and undo some of these zip ties right here. I don't have to redo all of them because I can always see about going ahead and taking this out right here. Okay guys, now we actually got this thing pretty much off. Let's go ahead and disconnect this right here and install this part right here. That way that's done. I don't have to worry about doing that. It's cake. Now let's go ahead and toss this aside. We're not going to be needing it. So let's go ahead and reinstall the bolt that will hold this on, and also that will hold the fender on. Now I got a specific way how I want to have the fender. Hopefully it won't give me any trouble like last time. Now, before I actually tighten up this pretty much right here, I want to get it to pretty much where it's actually sandwiched in there pretty much. And that way I can position this where I want it, because I don't want the fender to be on the tire. I want it to be a little bit up. So I was trying to find something that I have that would be enough clearance for me to actually have it, but I do happen to go through the house, and I found these two. They're basically chapsticks, and I'm going to put one right here and one right there. Basically, I do not like to do this. I don't really like to do this. I wish I had something else. I wish I had like markers or something, but I really don't. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this back up to that point right there, and I'm going to show you guys how. This is going to take forever. Okay, now I actually got to where it's actually sandwiched on there pretty good, where it's basically touching each other a little bit, but it's not too tight. It's still a little bit loose. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put this underneath here and put this underneath here to give it more of that. Oh, it's actually a little bit too tall. I don't know why it's doing that. Now, basically, I pretty much have it off the tire about to where I can actually get that's pretty much underneath. That's pretty much holding it in. Now, because it's getting a little bit tough for me to actually put this into here, I wish I had something different, but I don't. So I'm just going to use my pliers and just pinch this up right here. And just tighten it up. All right, that's pretty much done and taken care of. Let's go ahead and get started on taking this thing apart. Okay. Now, because that we will not be using this pretty much, I'm just going to go ahead and clip the wires and not really worrying about them. So let me go ahead and take the rest of this off. See that? Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take a picture of this right here, and that way I can take these off and resolder them back on. So basically I spent about 10 minutes trying to solder the wires off the board, and basically I had no success. So I'm going to do the old-fashioned way. I mean, I do got some heat sink soldering. I got them right there. So I basically cut the cords, and I'm going to redo the wire right here. That way I can go ahead and just move on from this and get this part done. Okay, I pretty much got the wires pretty much bare right now. So now I'm just going to go ahead and tighten them up a little bit. Just give them a good little twist a little bit. That way they won't come undone or get more like widen up a little bit. Now I just need to do it to this right here. Up, I only done it to 2. This is very handy. I'm not going back to the old ways using the little scissors. Okay, so now I got this pretty much done. This is pretty much done. And this is going to be free from the underside. So now we don't need this no more. So this I can set to the side. And now this is the one we're going to put it on. And this is going to be like this right here. So that's pretty much great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, find a way, I'm going to paint this and be done with this and consider this pretty much done. I've been kind of tinkering with this a little bit, and I actually found out that the lens can pop right off. So I don't have to worry about damaging the lens right here. So basically, I have exactly this right here. And look, there's actually a perfect circle right here that almost matches the shape of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill out the hole right here. Now, I did happen to pick up this. I know you guys are not exactly thrilled with Temu right now, but I basically have this. I bought this off Temu for about 10 bucks. And I tell you what, I worked on one project with it and I freaking love it. So what I want to do is I want to look for the right shape. It might be this one. There it is. So this is the right shape right here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and attach it right here, drill the hole, and actually, well, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use on this side right here for a pilot hole, and I'm going to drill the hole out. I'm going to drill the hole out with a regular, I've got to get a B2 box pretty soon. With a regular drill bit, drill a hole right there. That way, when I drill this, it'll stay center right there where I want it. So, bear with me. So let me go ahead and drill out the hole right here. And hopefully it will not crack. I want to take my good time on this. And I want to go ahead and bring the camera down here. That way you guys can actually see it. Okay, I pretty much got that cleaned up a little bit. It took me a little longer. That's why I just did it off camera a little bit. But basically, we are basically ready to glue this part in right here. And get that pretty much done like this right here. And then I can just put this back on it. And probably what I'll do is I'll probably glue this down a little bit, just that way it can hold a little bit, just that way it can hold in place. Okay, I got that pretty much glued into place. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and start putting everything back together again. I got that pretty much on there. Got that pretty much glued. It's basically fastened down. So this part is actually done. So now let's go ahead and get the body that I just got done painting and go ahead and put this on the bike. Okay, I pretty much got this on right here. I did it off camera, but basically it's on there. Not exactly tight, but it's on there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and run the wire through, start soldering it, put everything back together, and test it, see if it actually still works. Now I pretty much got one in and I got the wires through. I'm going to go ahead and speed trap this, well, speed time this a little bit. That way it won't take so long. Okay, now I actually put everything back together again and everything's pretty much wired down. I'm going to go ahead, connect the battery real quick. And now the moment of truth, everything should come on. It works. We pretty much have a working retro classic LED light that's actually connected here. Now I appreciate you guys actually following me with this video right here and with this project right here. I'm very sorry guys, that's very long. But I want to show you the step-by-step of how I actually did this. And I'm very much happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.